Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I got myself a stick to give a better video. The best video I can possibly do for you guys to show Caleta de Fuste the way I see it, from my eyes, from my view. So we're going from the Bronxamar, where I stayed. Get off this road before I get run over. And I'm going to run through town, all over there. The best places I've been to. Supermarkets, the China shop. If you've never been here before, the China shop is the place to go for anything. I got this stick to record from the China shop, €6. It literally, you think of something that you need and it's got it in there. So that's the China shop by the Bronxamar. I don't actually know what that building's going to be. Do you know what that building's going to be? No? So who knows? They've been building that since, well, I was here in September and it hadn't been rendered, so they've only just rendered it since September. I think it's going to be some kind of shopping centre or something like that. Taxis always available around here. There's the China shop there. It's the #1 China shop. I don't think you can beat that China shop. There is others around, but whenever we need something, we go there. Now, I'm just going to say the Bronxamar is probably the most central hotel you can stay at. Because as you can see, it's just took me 1 minute 45 seconds to walk to the most populated place, such as restaurants and all that kind of stuff. So we're actually going to eat in there tomorrow, which is tapas 75. We have plenty of Indian food from here. In fact, if I can get a picture up, the last time I went in there I had a fall. I'll show you the menu. There is the fall. I had that. And I tell you something, I couldn't go in the pool the whole next day for worrying. But amazing restaurant, amazing people, and yeah, this is the #1 recommended Indian from me. The next one would be Fusion 22. I think it's Fusion 22, which is, you can see my hand over that way, over this way. So now we're walking into a bit more into the centre. You can get your hypedinos, perfect, your sunglasses, your hats, your towels. We have done videos through here before, but this is one long video. It might even be an hour long, who knows. If you want some jewellery or watches, you can go in there. More shops, more tat, in my opinion, but some people like tat when they're away, so if it's your thing, that's alright, for t-shirts and stuff. As a previous video, discussed it yesterday, the Goose and Birkin for a good old English breakfast. They do good meals at night time as well. So we've been up there. That's the Italian restaurant that I'm going to actually eat at tomorrow. It's not the other one, it's not the tapas place. It's that's an Italian place. I've never eaten there, so I'm going to eat there tomorrow and see what it's like. I'll tell you something, this is the busiest I've ever seen Caleta de Fuste over Christmas. Not over Christmas, just in general. Summertime, any time of the year, and I think this is my 14th time. And this is the busiest I've ever seen it. Max, great place to eat, great place to stop off for a pint of Guinness in the middle of the day, have a game of Uno or two. That's the main place down there. I'll walk through because, oh no, they've stopped me from walking through because of the chairs, but it's the most busiest, populated place to come. Piero's, all your football, all your sports, got about 9,000 screens, so you can't miss a thing. It's got all your night entertainment, your karaoke, your special events, all that good stuff. But be quick to get a seat. The only problem is you have to cut your day short to get a seat here for the rest of the night because it gets rammed. Like I said, great place to meet Max. Get a good bit of perfume from there, and you can exchange money, pounds or wherever, to euros. Always get a half decent rate, not too bad. We've met in here before, which is the Wild West. Does a good English breakfast. You know, I'm not going to say it's like absolutely amazing. All of these places, I'm not gonna sit here and go, it's the best English breakfast I've ever had. It doesn't just do English breakfast, it does other stuff as well. People can see all that. There's quite a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'm not gonna make videos and say this is the best food I've ever had, because the best food I've ever had is not from this country, it's from my own country, which is the UK. So I'm not going to sit here and be dishonest and go, oh yeah, you've got to come over here for the food. You know, I'm just saying where the best places are for food for me. So if you go all the way up there today, actually, you know what, we'll go up there now and then we'll come back round and we'll go that way. Yo! We'll go back round, and we'll do a circle because I think the market's on today. So I'll show you the market, where it is from where I am. So there's the Bronze Mar again, we'll come back round. Mr. B's is good, you know. That place there, Mr. B's. Hola, gracias. There's always something going on in there because my hotel room, I think it's actually that one there. It's right ahead of us. I'm always hearing good stuff coming from there. Mr. B's, always hearing good music, good entertainment, karaoke, and it always sounds pretty packed. So, like I said, this is the busiest time I've ever known Caleta and Fuste. It's because this is one of the good places that has the all year round sun, and I never thought of it like that, you know. But tell you what, we'll keep walking and we'll get to the market. Yeah, we'll try and say hello to as many people who want to say hello to us, because it's nice to be polite. I think that place there is called K Beach. Now we nearly booked to go in there. It's not like your full amazing hotel. It's a cheaper option. I think you go self-catering. I'm not too sure if you can actually go all-inclusive and have food there, but they're like bungalows. And I have walked in there before, and it's looked all right. The pools looked really good, and I think it has been done out recently as well. If I can get a better view when I'm walking across the top, I will. But that's an option to stay there. We've thought about staying there before because it's so close to town, and it's not really expensive. Cash machine. You can cash when you're over here. To be fair, it's like anywhere in the world now. Don't even know why I changed so many euros to come here, because you can just use your card. Use your card for anything. Now the last time I was here was 3 months ago. I think, or it might have been last year actually, the Kobe Steakhouse was closed. I think it was having a refurb or a refresh, I should say. It's open again now. We have had a breakfast in there before, and we didn't have a pleasant experience, but that was like 3-4 years ago, and it's been closed since then, so it's probably had some kind of revamp. Another one coming in there. Ryanair. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of planes came in here on Boxing Day. A hell of a lot. My hotel is absolutely rammed. So there's the market. You go underneath here. Come out the other side. And it's literally, the market, it's just full of crap. Like, but it's crap that you might need just for your holidays, like a decent pair of fake Ray-Bans or something like that. But the lens will pop out of them after the first day, maybe. If you treat them nice, you can make them last a week, but don't take them in the pool with you because they just fall apart. All the glue, and they're not built to last, which is why they're probably about €5 or €10. If they could get away with it, they'd charge you €30. But yeah, I think that's on Tuesdays and Saturdays over here. Now we have stayed up there, up the hill there before. We stayed at Castillo Beach, we stayed at the Fuste, stayed at a fair few places here. We stayed at cheaper places and we stayed at expensive places as well. Tommy Nutters is just up there. We had Christmas dinner up there this year on Christmas Day, and it was all right. It's we only had it there, if I'm honest, because we forgot to book somewhere, and my mum lives over here, so she booked that. And it's more of a pool bar, so they turned like the pool bar into like a place just to go and eat Christmas dinner, which is fair enough. Now I'm walking along the top here, just so you can see everything that's going on. You can see the weather in Caleta de Fuste, so I'm not going to be talking the whole way along here. I'm just going to film, and then I'll start talking when I need to talk. So I'm not going to pressurise myself, or I'm not going to sit here talk about stuff I don't need to talk about. I'm taking you along this way because you have got a McDonald's a bit further on. Now, this is all being done out here, this path all the way along. It's good to see. It's good to see that the place is still working on the place. I think this is obviously going to be one of the main bike tracks, I think. We came along here on bikes yesterday, and we came along this path, and the last time we came, I'm pretty sure this was open, but it just needed redoing. So yeah, you walk all the way along here. I think that's the Sheridan down there, which is a very, yeah, there's the K Beach. It's definitely been done out. Look at all the new doors on the apartments and stuff. Try and get a better, I think that's an old mini golf that could do with a bit of a clean up. But yeah, I was going to put this stick out a bit further and see where I'm filming. If it's been rocking a little bit, I do apologise. I think the film has got kind of a rocky film. The camera, the phone, just filming off an iPhone. It's got the shock thing, so I think it'll adjust to shaking and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a little bit more. I'll see if I can just go and get a bit more of a better picture of K Beach for you, because it has got a nice pool in there. And I tell you what, the apartments, they look alright, you know. They do look alright. When we came last summer, we stayed at Castillo Beach, right? Now, I did a video about that. It's the first video I did over here at Fuerteventura. I thought, you know what, I'm going to start documenting this because I've got some experience of the place. I know where I'm going, I know where the best places are, I know how much things cost, and I may as well document it for informational purposes. So Castillo Beach, right, when we went up there, it was alright, good for the money. We went in the middle of the summer and it was something like €350 for the week. Right, no aircon. Rooms were very old, needed doing out. Some rooms were done out, but we stayed in one that wasn't done out. Boiling hot, no aircon at all. And I'll tell you something, you want to go and stay at Castillo Beach, be prepared to walk up that hill every single day. It's either that or get a taxi every single time you want to come down to town, which is only what, probably €3 to €5 or something like that. But when you're doing that all the time, it becomes a bit costly, especially if you're here for like 10 days, 2 weeks or something like that. It's not what you need. So yeah, Castillo Bungalows up there. Fuerteventura an alright place to stay. You get what you pay for basically over here. If you're after a cheap holiday where you want to go self-catering and have a clean pool, that's one thing over here, right? That is one thing over here. The pools are always clean. the outside of the pools, wherever I've stayed anyway. And I can only go off places where I've stayed. I stayed at the San Jorge down the bottom, which is all the way the other side. Some people who watch this video probably stayed there. I found the San Jorge, it's close, it's right next to the sea, the ocean. And I found it to be a lot windier, a lot colder at night time, a lot colder in the middle of the night, especially this time of the year. But it's not something that I mind. I actually don't mind it, so it is what it is. Yeah. Alright? Yeah, I don't mind a bit of coldness. It reminds me a bit of home. Then you've got this. This is middle of December, this is middle of December stuff. And I am baking, absolutely baking. Hola! Baking. So what we're going to do, where Sheridan is there, we're going to walk down then into the Atlantico. Just giving you the best views I possibly can. This is right at the top now. This is showing Caleta Fuste from the main road. We're staying over there that way. It's something that I want to do, is stay there. But I tell you something, it's expensive to stay there. I'm sure that's the most expensive hotel on the island, to be honest. Unless you go to somewhere like Caleta, which I'm pretty sure has got somewhere really expensive there. Yeah, so I'm going to carry on walking. Any of you who fancy coming for the odd McDonald's, which I'll be honest, we went to McDonald's yesterday. Another one coming in. Hola! ¿Cómo está? We went to McDonald's yesterday, and I don't know what it is. You go to McDonald's over here, and the menu's different. Right, so you get double everything. You can get double burgers and everything. Like, it's not just promotional offers. I don't know what it is. The menu just look different. Like, if you order a meal, you get a dessert with it. And you had to pick a dessert. So it was a great meal, well cooked, and you can't beat one or two McDonald's when you're away. Come on, from the UK, it's Christmas time. If I was at home with my kids, we'd probably go to McDonald's about 2 or 3 times just for sitting in the house bored. And that's why I've come over here at Christmas this year. I've never been to a foreign country. I've never been to a hot country at Christmas, right? Because I've got 2 little kids. So I made sure it's something that they really wanted to do. I didn't just book it and say, this is where we're going. I booked it because I asked them first when we were over here last time. And I'll be honest, if you're thinking of doing it, you do have thoughts, you have doubts. You will have doubts. And up until just before you come, especially if you're booking to go at Christmas, I'm just talking about Christmas time, I'm not talking about winter, I'm talking about Christmas, okay? I had doubts, especially when they start getting closer to Christmas at home, and you can smell the nice cinnamon and apple air freshness the missus gets to the house. Voila! And the Christmas vibes, you go around town and it's cold and Christmas music's playing. I start to get a few butterflies in my stomach thinking, have I done the right thing? But then I said to myself, listen, just go, see what you think. You don't have to come every year, alright? So we flew out on the 21st. The airport, Manchester, was Christmassy vibes, very busy. A lot of people had the same idea, I think. And I had a few pints before I got on the plane, I'm going to be honest. I'm not one to sit there and get smashed when my kids are there, but I had a few, 3 or 4. The moment I stepped off the plane in Rosario, I knew I'd made the right choice, and I've never looked back since. It's been the best Christmas, the best holiday I've ever had, because I've seen the joy on my kids' faces. Because if we were at home, right, it's a bit shaky this. I do apologise if it's shaking around a bit. It's quite hard to keep it steady. I'm not sure if it'll actually do that on the video because it's got like hopefully it won't do that. So it's been the best holiday I've ever had in my life, because I took a risk, And I've thought about coming away for many years at Christmas, and we've always gone, no, I like the traditional Christmases. But I'm telling you now, we're ready. I've got one there ready to book for next year. I've got one ready. The only thing that I would say is I've got nephews and nieces at home, and I've missed seeing them. So we have looked for next year to come on the 27th rather than just before Christmas. Because then you can do your Christmas and then you can just see you later. I'm gone. Go and spend some time in the sun. So that's easy for me to do that. Because then you see the family. You have your Christmas Day, have your Boxing Day. I tell you something, this place, Boxing Day, coming over here on Boxing Day seems like the most popular thing to do. But it's the most expensive thing to do. I looked on the beach, and I think Boxing Day is double the price rather than coming on the 27th. And I don't know whether it's anything to do with the schools, because if you come on the 26th next year and you stay for 10 days, you can get your kids back to school without having to take extra time off, which a lot of people are wary about, I know that. But if you come on the 27th, they miss a day of school when they go back. Some people only come for a week. Some people have only been here for 3 days, I've noticed. Some people have only been here for 5. But a lot of people arrived on Boxing Night. I'm talking 5 or 6 planes came in here on Boxing Night, all from Manchester. I think one came from London. We had Milan. And then the next day, went to the pool, and our original spaces were taken. We had to fight to get them back this morning. So, anyway, that's that. That's the golf course, and that's Las Salinas golf course. I've played on there myself. Great golf course. Flat. There is hills here and there, but if you want to go and have a knock, go and have a knock. There's lots of villas available on that golf course as well, which is, if you want a peaceful holiday and stuff like that, then I've got lovely pools and that on there. If I can get up there and get some videos, I will, but you're not really allowed on the golf course unless you've paid to go on. So there's the Sheridan. Now that is a beautiful hotel. Beautiful convention centre, but yeah, I think that's the most expensive hotel. I'm just going to have a quick, whilst we're here, you can all watch these videos and go off them and come back, can't you? But I will ask this, if you're watching this video right now, do me a favour, because it's something I'm going to start doing on this channel. It's just recording documented places that I'm going in the world. A lot of it will be over here, because I come over here about 3 times a year, 4 times a year, and if I could live over here, I would. I'll probably retire over here if I can. So you'll see a lot more Fuerteventura videos. You'll see maybe trips to Caleta. We're going to the beach on, no, not the beach, we're going to the zoo tomorrow. So I'll record the journey with my kids, maybe. We can have a bit of fun on the video. And there's the entrance to the Sheridan. Now this is, I don't really want to, I'll just walk up a little bit, but it's proper posh, this place. Like, this looks like the real deal. Just have a quick look here. Oh, I'm not going to go in because I haven't paid to be in there. So, but one day I'll stay there. So yeah, that's the Sheridan. So yeah, if you want to go off the video, come back. But I will ask this. Get back to what I was saying. I will ask this. All likes, any comments, like I'll reply to any comments. Is there anything else you want to see while I'm over here? Or the next time I come, probably be January at some point for a few days. Just mention it. Just ask a question and then I'll go find out for you while I'm here. Because I like walking around. Another one coming in. If you don't like the sound of planes, don't come over here. Don't come to Caleta, because you'll hear them every 5 minutes. I don't mind it. I like it. But yeah, do that for me. Hit the like button. Press subscribe. Have a comment if you've been here before. Have a comment if you want to just say, oh, thanks so much for walking in the baking heat to give us this informational perfection of a video. Yeah, it just helps. What it does is, I've noticed, if you get a few extra likes, it kind of pushes the video to people who want to see it, who need to see it. That's all it is, really. You know, I'm a helpful guy. I don't make money off YouTube or anything, but if I'm spending my time walking around for an hour and I get home into the into the freezing cold, which apparently we're going back to snow, which is absolutely depressing. Just helps it out, pushes it to other people. So, hola.
Hello.
Yeah, it just pushes this to the people that need to see it. And that's the main thing. We've got a convention centre there. We're still walking along the top here. There's another good view of the Sheridan. Absolute beast of a place. Convention centre, you've got the casino there as well. Now, come along here. Good view of the golf course. Oh yeah. Right. So you go a bit further up there, and which I'll do for you, just to show you where the actual McDonald's is. It's the next one up, so this is an underground to get to where the Atlantico is, which we're going to go to. We've got bingo there, casino. Obviously the bingo's in the, there it is. You can see the M sign. I'll just go over there anyway. So that there will cross over to the golf course side. You got a lot of these undergrounds, so you don't have to cross the busy main road, which is a good thing, especially when you've got kids. These undergrounds are very, very helpful. You've got the Hotel Elba there, which is another absolute beautiful hotel, 4-star, but we've walked around in there. We were going to book there when we came last year, but we just didn't get around to it. When you get online, you start seeing deals and you're like, I don't really care where I go, to be honest. As long as you've got air conditioning when it's summertime. Otherwise I don't really care. If I come in the winter, I'll stay anywhere. Another one coming in. So we've walked all the way along the top, as you can see. The market was down there. There's the spa, which we'll be going past in a minute. We're going to go to the spa later on because we're going to the zoo tomorrow. Bus leaves at 9:30 from the Barcello down in Caleta de Fuste. And I'll tell you now, we paid for 5 of us. My mum's a resident here, so she got it a bit cheaper, about 20 euros off. So add 20 euros to the price if none of you are residents. So you get 5 of us, 2 kids, 3 adults. I paid 168 euros. Hola. Yeah, I paid 168 euros. And that was with the bus there and back as well. It leaves at 9:30. I think it comes back at 4:30. We've been to the zoo before, and if you've got kids, it's the best zoo I've ever been to. Not the biggest zoo, but it's the best one because you can feed the giraffes by hand. And my daughter, when we went there 3-4 years ago, never stopped going on about it. So before we leave this time, a bit of an extra Christmas present. Take her to feed the giraffes. Amazing experience, to be honest. Like you stood on top of like a bridge, and they just give you loads of food to feed the giraffes. Their heads are just there. It's a crazy experience. So their feet are miles down, and you're just feeding their heads at the top. So yeah, there's the Atlantico now. So we walked along the top. McDonald's. I'll show you for you McDonald's lovers. Everyone loves a McDonald's. If you don't love a McDonald's every now and then, we can't be friends. Simple as. I like to stay fit, and I like to eat healthy and well throughout the week, Monday to Friday, but when it comes to weekends, sorry, but food is life. If I could eat crap every day and still be healthy and feel fine, I would. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not one of those people who can eat anything, so I have to look after myself, stay fit. There's the McDonald's over there. So you go the underground, see where them cars are coming from, that roundabout there. There's an underground under there. literally where sign is, blue sign. Go down there, walk straight over, get yourself a lovely McDonald's. There it is. Yeah. So going into the Atlantica now. This is where you can get more crap. You want to buy crap, but there's got some good shops in here to be fair. I've done a video here the last time I was here. That Koala Bay's got some nice stuff in there. Some quality stuff as well. Good t-shirts, you've got the sports shops. If you come over and you forgot a few things, put your football tops in there. All that kind of stuff, so it's all good. Salacto. And there's your spa down there. So we're in the Atlantico shopping centre now. I wanted to do a longer video last time I was in here, but I kind of just cut it short a bit. I don't know why I did that. When I got home to the UK, I was like, I could have made that a bit longer. So it's good to see. I'll tell you what's nice to see is the amount of people that are over here. It's great to see. I remember when COVID happened, lost a lot of tourists over here and stuff like that. They seem to be getting back on top again. So there's your spa in there. We'll be coming here after. We've got a Mercadona down towards the airport. If you want any perfumes, good prices in here. Fuel to Action, more clothes. You've got a Mercadona near the airport, on the way to the airport. It's a big, massive supermarket, but the spa does more of the stuff, especially if you're English. I mean, this is maybe directed towards English viewers. Just not being, not favouriting English viewers. All I'm saying is that you can get your breads, the breads that you enjoy. If you've got fussy kids, like my kids, you can get all your normal stuff that you get in the UK. As normal as you can get it. As you can see, they've made an effort over here at Christmas as well. Nice big Christmas tree. It's a nice Indian flowers now, I'll show you. If you want a game of bowling as well, I think the bowling alley's been done out just recently. Another clothes store. But yeah, can't say they ever made an effort over here. I'll tell you what, the moment Christmas Day was done here, I just forgot it was even Christmas. I was just in holiday mode then. So yeah, more effort been made here. I love the place. I bloody love the place. I'm gonna be honest. If I could live here, I would. My favourite place in the world to come. Caleta Fuste. Honestly. The weather has never let us down. Ever let us down. No filming. Okay.